Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's so hot today and the garage is really warm. I'm going to go straight in there now and look at some of the brackets that I've had soaking in the Built-Hamber Deox gel. Going to see how much rust has been removed, and then I'm going to go about cleaning them off and giving them a nice coat of black gloss to start with. Then we'll crack on with the Mini. Voila! Here are the brackets that have been soaking in the Built-Hamber Deox gel for a few days now. There's the product itself. You can see how much has already come away. So let's get these unwrapped and take a quick look. Now the brackets are all painted, I'm just going to remove some of the paint from the threads with the original nut. Just a little bit tight, but it does come off fairly quickly. Like so. And now I'm going to put on the stainless steel penny washer and nylock nut that I've purchased from eBay. And I won't do them up any tighter than that because obviously the nylock will tighten itself, so I'll just leave them loose for now. A top tip when using the Built-Hamber Deox gel, don't leave it on too long and let it dry out like I did, because you end up having to scrape it off and it takes a lot longer. Now the brackets have come out fantastic. I ended up using the satin black, which I love, and the stainless steel fixings are from eBay. I'll put the link in the description. Just penny washers, stainless steel, and nylock stainless steel nuts. So they'll last a long time, probably outlast the car. So these will now go into storage and we can get on with some other bits. Just thought I'd throw you onto selfie mode and show you how bright it is in the garage. Now, because of the weather we're having, it is unbelievably hot in here. There's not a lot I can do. I need to get on with the Minis, so I'm just going to have to grin and bear it. Now, when I built the garage on the side of the house, I used the corrugated bitumen roofing, which is brilliant in the winter because it holds the heat in really well. But in the summer, it is stifling in here. Now, a few of the runs of the roofing, I actually used the clear sheets, and it is letting so much light in. I'm having problems with the welding, and it's just too bright. So because of the natural light coming through. So you can see here, my ingenious idea is I've actually put up some cardboard inserts in between the joists to block off some of the lighting, and that should work a treat because it is so bright that, like I say, when I'm welding, the helmet just keeps triggering all the time, even when I actually lower down the settings on it. So I'm going to get on with the Mini now. I'm hoping it doesn't affect the videoing and make it too dark, but we'll find out. So let's get on and I can show you now what I've done and what's next. Now the new camera I've got has got a wide lens, so you can see the majority of the car and the area that I'm working on, which is brilliant. So you can see I've got one last repair section here, but I thought there's no point in doing just a small section. I've actually cut the whole lot out, so it'll come right up to the inner sill, floor to inner sill section. I've got that repair area to put in, and then a whole piece that's going to go, sorry for the camera work, here, the floor pan. I've bought half a floor pan, but I had to end up buying a longer floor pan, so it will actually go underneath the cross member and to that line there. It'll make it a lot easier for me to weld, and then I can just spot or plug weld the cross member back down to the floor. The cross member itself is terrible. That needs repair work, and then you can see I've got to cut out the rest of the old inner sill. The doorstep is completely shot along the edge here, so I won't be able to plug weld to that, the outer sill, because there's just nothing there to weld to. So the question is, do I cut out the whole doorstep and put that piece in, or do I just trim the doorstep and fettle in a long piece here, like just splice in the long edge and then run it down here as well? I'm still unsure about this, so for now I'm going to have a think about that. I'm going to get on with repairing the cross member and the floor. After grinding and cutting away for a long time, this is what I'm left with, the end of the cross member that looks much better than I expected. I'll just show you inside because it is unbelievably good. Look at that for a box section from a Mini MPI. Now this side does need some fabrication work to make a new section. This side has come out really well. I just need to do a bit of dolly work to straighten it all up, and then we can look at making the floor repair area. Okay, so we're back down at the cross member, and you can see that I've already cut away the rot on the left-hand side, and I'm going to go about now to make up a repair section. But I thought I'd show you how it's done, or how I do it, rather than throwing on the time-lapse, and you can see what's involved and how much work it takes sometimes just to make these small repair areas. So you can see here already that I've clamped on a piece of MDF to the return lip of the cross member. So that's level with the floor there, so that's going to come along there just to give me a guide. On this side I've done the same here. So I've got a piece of MDF that's again level with the floor. What I'll do is now, if I move that into position, it gives me a rough idea of where the floor will be. Obviously I haven't got any metal over this side, what would be the floor, so I'm going to place a bit of metal in there, and I'm going to clamp all that in place and then try and level it all up, and then I'll bring you back to take a look. So I've just added in an extra piece of material underneath the cross member return lip to act as the floor. This bit is taking quite a while to film, so please don't just skip past it. Have a look, make sure you watch it. You can see now where the MDF is, it's all level, comes across, and here is my repair strip, what will act as the new section of the cross member. But it is too large at the moment, so you can see that by using the strips of MDF, it gives me a good idea of where I need to draw along it to get the cut line. So I'll just put you onto the tripod and then I can do that. So I think I've finally tamed the MIG welder. You'll notice that I'm going a lot slower than I used to with the MIG welding, hence why I've thrown it on time lapse, because although I'm actually welding slower, I'm getting much better results. The earth clamp has helped an absolute ton, so it welds much better now. I'm getting that nice bacon and egg sizzle when I'm welding, exactly how I remember it when I did my MIG welding course back in the day. So I'm getting the results I want. So all that's left to do now is grind down that section. This is where I'm at with the repair section. You'll see that the majority of the work has been done. The huge area that was rotted away has all been replaced and the fresh metal has been let in. You can see here that all the metal is blended in nicely and it looks really fantastic. I'm pleased with that. There's a few extra bits to clean up and repair, but then I will be putting in the new floor, which I'll just grab and show you now. Now, I didn't get onto the floor panel, but this is what I'll be cutting down and turning into a large repair section. In the next video, I'll get this done. So until then, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're enjoying the content, the rust and the bad jokes, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's free to do so, so just hit that subscribe button. It'll mean a great deal to me and the channel, and I could be chasing that 1,000 subscriber benchmark sooner rather than later. So until then, I'll see you on the next one.